very good evening. Welcome to Prime TV News on Friday, the 19th of October, with me, Iftia Abdul Qadir. A look at today's major news stories first. President says there is no future journey for the humankind, sons the nature's blessings. The Indo-Sri Lanka Premier's meeting is tomorrow. No permission to increase the price of gas. And on news overseas, the Sabarimala temple in South India opens its doors for women. Those were your top stories, and now for the news in detail. President Maithripala Sirisena has said that there is no future journey for the human being sans the blessings of the nature. The president made this observation addressing the Presidential Environment Awards Festival. The Presidential Environment Awards Festival that appraises environment-friendly citizens at the national level was held at the Bandaranaike Memorial International Conference Hall. The awards festival was organized by the Environment Ministry under the guidance of the President with the intention of encouraging environment-friendly industries and services. It is operative under the Sri Lanka Next program that is being implemented by the Mahavali Development Ministry to mold a green era in future Sri Lanka. The Sri Lanka Next Environment exhibition was opened under the patronage of the President. The President, after visiting the exhibition stalls, exchanged pleasantries with the staff members. The Presidential Environment Awards 2018 commemorative volume was presented to the President. The President presented awards appreciating sectors such as institutions, industries and services, schools, journalists, businessmen and civil organizations that had rendered a significant service to the environment.
චන්ද්‍ර සූර්යා පායන ගියවෙන
බඳ මේ වර්තාව දුෂාන්ත දර්ශන
අපි වට අපි තාව ගහකොළ සතාසිව්පාව විනාඩි 2-3කට හරි මිදින්න පුළුවන් ශ්‍රී ලංකා සංචාර කර්මාන්තයේ
ස්වාධීන රූපවාහිනී සේවය නිෂ්පාදනය කළ ශාන්ත
මානසික උසස් මිනිස්සු විදියට අප තවදුරටත් මේ ගැන සිතිය යුතු නොවේද
ජනාධිපති සම්මානයෙන් පිදුම් ලබන්නේ ආර්ය දුෂාන්ත දර්ශන
Dushanta Darshana of the ITN News Division was feted with the award given for the electronic and print media environmental investigative television program. The President in his address expressed views with respect to the government's broad program, which is being implemented on behalf of environmental conservation and the enhancement of the forest density in the country. Further expressing his views on the occasion, President Maithripala Sirisena pointed out that it should be a significant duty and responsibility of a citizen to plant a tree during an auspicious activity in life for the sake of the entire mankind. A number of events, including the Soba Chalana Film Festival, were held parallel to the Presidential Environmental Awards. A group including many parliamentarians was present. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has held talks with the Indian National Congress. Talks with the Indian Prime Minister are slated to be held tomorrow. The meeting between Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe and President of the Indian National Congress, Rahul Gandhi, took place at the Taj Hotel in New Delhi. Former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, Sonia Gandhi and Anand Sharma joined in the talks representing the Congress. Views were exchanged on the regional economy and political trends. More attention was focused on the work plan launched by Sri Lanka for free navigation in the Indian Ocean. Discussions also centered on the shape and power for the future Asia. The need to overcome extremism was stressed at this meeting. The Prime Minister extended an invitation to Indian Congress representatives to undertake a visit to Sri Lanka. They accepted the invitation with gratitude. Ministers Sagala Ratnayaka, Arjuna Ranatunga and Malik Samaravikrama joined in this discussion. Minister of Industries and Commerce Rishad Badiuddin has said that permission will not be granted to hike the price of gas despite an increase in crude oil in the international market. The minister made this reference during a discussion held with officials of gas companies at his ministry. At this discussion, gas suppliers mentioned that they were in agreement with the gas price strategy, which is now in force. However, the gas suppliers said that the expenses incurred on transport are high with an increase in the price of diesel and to grant them a decision including the transport affiliated cost. But the minister emphasized that he cannot grant permission at this juncture to increase the price of gas. The minister further said that permission of the Consumer Affairs Authority had to be sought if gas is being sold beyond the stipulated price, as the two companies selling gas in the island are following the price strategy stipulated by the Consumer Affairs Authority. The Criminal Investigations Department has told the judiciary that there are sufficient facts to arrest former Commander of the Navy and Chief of Defence Staff Ravindra Vijay Gunaratne. The CID further mentioned that a statement will be recorded from him within next week. This intimation was made to court when the case related to the abduction and disappearance of 11 youth was taken up for hearing at the Colombo Fort Magistrates Court today. The magistrate ordered the Criminal Investigations Department to arrest and produce in court if there are any individuals who had assisted and encouraged the former Naval Lieutenant Commander Chandana Prasad Hettiarachi, alias Navy Sampath, the main suspect in the case, to hide. It was on this occasion that the Criminal Investigations Department mentioned that they had sufficient evidence for the arrest of Ravindra Vijay Gunaratne. In the meantime, suspect Laksiri Amarasinghe, who is in remand custody for assisting the suspect Chandana Prasad Hettiarachi to go abroad, was further remanded. He was re-remanded until the 2nd of next month. The hearing of the case filed against former Secretary of Defence Gotabaya Rajapaksa and 6 others over the misappropriation of 33.9 million rupees of state funds has been postponed for the 9th of next month. The order was given by the Permanent High Court at Bar. The Attorney General informed the judiciary that the A and B group's documents related to the indictments against the defendants had been given to the defense party. The Attorney General further said that documents specially requested by the defense party would be provided in the future. Accordingly, the case is due to be summoned on the 9th of next month to determine whether the defense has received these documents. The defendants of the case are Gotabaya Rajapaksa, Harshan De Silva, Badra Udulavati, Keminda Artigala, Abraham Galapatti, Mahinda Sagala and Mallika Kumari Senadira. All defendants who are on bail appeared in the Special High Court at Bar today. It is the second case filed in the Special High Court at Bar, set up to take up large-scale financial fraud and corruption cases. Indictments have been filed against the defendants under the 6 charges, including the breach of trust, conspiracy and aiding and abetting under the Public Property Act and Penal Code. 105 case goods including the related documents and an audit report have been included by the Attorney General. 80 witnesses have been named in this respect. You're watching Prime TV News, and still on the local scene, former DIG Nalaka De Silva appeared before the Criminal Investigations Department for the 2nd day today. Yesterday, he was grilled for more than 8 hours. Nalaka De Silva is accused of planning to assassinate several persons, including the President and the former Defense Secretary. He has already been interdicted. He was grilled by the CID today for the 2nd day. Construction work has been launched on a new road on behalf of the Bhagavantalava main road, which was subject to a landslide in the new Valigam area in Norwood. The work was launched under the patronage of Minister Palani Digambaram. The Road Development Authority is providing the grants required for the construction of the road. Action has been taken to provide 10 perches from the Norwood area to each of the 7 families displaced by the landslide. This is a land allotted through a Gazette notification to be provided for displaced families. The Disaster Management Ministry has drawn its attention to grant compensation after summoning an assessment report on the houses destroyed by the landslide. Nuwara District Secretary Rohana Pushpakumara said that the Sripada pilgrimage season will begin in December. As such, the main road should be reconstructed before that. The National Building Research Organization has recommended from where the road should be constructed. He said that the Road Development Authority is ready to build the road within 1 month. The Education Ministry has said that the Attorney General's Department has informed that the alteration of the circular for Grade 1 admissions by the Western Province is in contrary to the Constitution and the law. As such, the Attorney General's Department has instructed the Secretary to the Minister of Education to inform the Western Provincial Council to implement the circular with respect to Grade 1 admissions for next year without any alterations. The Education Ministry had pointed out that measures have already been taken by the Secretary to the Education Ministry to intimate this notification to the Provincial Secretary. Do join us once again tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. for more of the very latest on Prime TV News. In the meantime, you can log on to www.itnews.lk for more information. Many thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.